So in this particular moment, Sundowns scores a goal and then it's judged offside. So let's look at law 11 and then interpret this in the context of the law to see whether the linesman was correct in his judgment to say it's an offside or he was wrong. So as you can see there, Salas is going to release the ball to Matthews, right, at that particular moment. That is the key moment, right, because then we can see Uti Umbokazi is in line, arguably in line with Matthews, but we'll draw the line to see exactly whether he is indeed in an offside position. So let's play it forward. We see Matthews releases the ball, gives it to Matthews. Matthews scores a beautiful goal, but the linesman says otherwise, right? So now, according to law 11, right, offside. A player is not in an offside position if he is in line with the second last defender, in this case Umbokazi, right? But let's see whether he is indeed in line when Matthews releases the ball. So we'll freeze it in this particular moment and then try to get a better view of whether this guy is actually in line or not in line. So we'll tilt it a little bit to see whether he's in line or not, right? Remember, at this moment, Salas is actually releasing the ball, right? So let's try to get this in a straight line nicely for us to see whether he's actually in an offside position. That is very marginal, right? As you can see there, the line. Clearly Matthews is in an offside position because you cannot count the arm of Umbokazi in this case, because the arm does not count when it comes to law 11 judging offside. So the linesman was spot on in this case. That was an offside. So well done to the linesman. Where is he? Look at him, exactly in line with the action. So well done to the linesman. That was definitely an offside. So in this particular case, we see an incorrect decision by the referee for giving Tito Maswangani a yellow card for a foul on Utebza, right? So we'll have a look at it and then see what makes this decision wrong by the referee. So here we see Utebza has got the ball and then Tito is behind him, and then Tito tackles Mukwena, and then Mukwena goes down, and then the referee gives Tito a yellow card, as you can see there. But let's get an understanding of why he received a yellow card instead of a red card, right? So let's go straight to the action. As you can see there, Utebza passes the ball to his teammate, and then Utito comes from behind. Actually, what makes it worse is that Utito comes from behind, right? And then he tackles, he steps on Utebza. According to law 12, in the laws of the game, the FIFA laws, this should have been a red card. It's considered as serious foul play. He's lunging from behind, he's endangering the safety of the opponent, and that's a dismissible offense according to law 12. So Utito there was lucky to receive a yellow card. I don't know if referee or anything, but this should have been a red card. Utito should have been sent off, and then the Pirates would have finished with one man down. That's a critical decision because Utito is a key member of the Pirate squad, and if he gets sent off, then you're reducing your firepower as a Pirates. So that was very critical, a critical decision. So wrong decision by the referee. Let's go to the next one. So here we see Utebza receiving a yellow card, right? But let's see why was he given a yellow card, right? So we see the Mofokeng is trying to control the ball. Unfortunately, he gets pushed away by Mukwena there, right? Obviously a foul because he didn't play the ball. That's a foul. But referee did not blow the whistle for that. Instead, he blew the whistle for this challenge on Moremi, right? So let's see. Utebza goes in, starts up, right? You can clearly see, starts up. He actually catches Moremi, right? He doesn't catch the ball, he catches Moremi, and then Moremi goes down. But in this case, the referee gives Utebza a yellow card, right? Why did he give him a yellow card? If Utebza had his stats up, catching the player there, obviously not playing the ball, endangering the safety of another player, Utebza should have received a red card in this case. It's not clear why he didn't receive a red card. Referee there maybe trying to balance the equation, but you need to protect the players sometimes, because Utebza there, I don't think he was in control of his actions. Like clearly, firstly he pushes Mofokeng, then he goes into Moremi in that reckless manner. So that should have been a red card according to law 12, fouls and misconduct, endangering the safety of an opponent, right? There's obviously a saying, Uguti, it depends on the referee's discretion and whatnot, but in this case, that's serious foul play, right? That serious foul play should have been a red card. Let's go to the next one. In this particular case, Pirates scores a goal and then it gets judged offside, right? So we'll see, Uguti, this was an incorrect decision. The goal should have been allowed, and we'll see why and refer to law 11, offsides, right? As you can see there, the ball gets released by the Pirates player, but Sibelebele is in line with the last Sundowns defender, and then he goes on to score the goal there. But then let's have a look at this action in line with the law, right? We'll get an angle that will show us Uguti Sibelebele was not in an offside position, and the goal should have stood in line with law 11, which says that if the attacking player is in line with the last or the second last defender, he should not be judged offside, right? As you can see there, when the ball gets released, we'll have a look at this angle, which clearly shows Uguti Sibelebele was not in an offside position. As you can see that line there, the Sundowns defender, it would have been Mudiba or Kekana there, is actually putting Sibelebele in an onside position, right? He's in an onside position. So even Sibelebele's hand is stretching outward. It's also behind the last defender is Sundowns. So this should have been allowed as a goal. So Sundowns benefited in this case. According to law 11, if the attacking player is in line with the second last defender, because the last defender is the goalkeeper, right? So Sibelebele is in line with the second last defender. So